What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your host, Max Forti. Today we're going to be covering my favorite tobacco scents. You guys voted on my last top video, the last top notes in citrus scents. You guys were asked to vote into leather, tobacco, or gourmand scents. And of course, tobacco is the winner, and I'm proud to bring you my favorite tobacco scents coming up right now. So we're going to kick things off with perhaps one of the best offerings from the original Tom Ford private blend lineup. This is Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. It's exactly what you're going to get. A ton of tobacco and vanilla here. It's gorgeous, seductive. It's very beautiful tobacco with honey and vanilla. Just an amazing scent. If you like sweet, almost gourmand-like scents, you're going to love this tobacco here. As you know, Tom Ford private blends can be a little bit dairy and provoking at times, but this perhaps is one of, like I said, one of the best offerings from the brand. Everybody loves this scent. I haven't met a person that does not like this kind of tobacco and vanilla scent. It's just a gorgeous scent, a gorgeous composition that you definitely have to check out. Now, if you think this is a little too rich for your taste, a great option, extremely affordable, would be from the house of MAC. Yes, MAC is doing fragrances now, not just makeup. You can go for Velvet Taddy, which will get the same kind of vibe for a lot less money. Now, this is another great specimen of a great tobacco scent. This is tobacco, honey, cinnamon. What more can you ask for? Harrod from the house of Parfums, Somali, perhaps one of the best tobacco scents out there today. A great one to try if you really want to get into tobacco scents. It is pricey, but there's a great option. Again, if you want to try this kind of scent, not break the bank, go for Zara. It's called Rich, Warm, and Addictive Tobacco. Another option for 20 bucks that's going to smell kind of like what this does. Not as strong in performance, but you're going to get the same kind of vibe. Here's an outstanding cherry pipe tobacco kind of scent. This is 1861 Naxos, perhaps my favorite here. If you like cherry pipe tobacco, this is definitely one to check out. You got the honey thing going on. It's just delectable. A lot of people compare this to Pure Havane from Thierry Mugler, although I think this is a much better quality scent through and through, and the presentation is just amazing. It's not cheap, but it's definitely great quality. Naxos from the house of Xerjoff, one that you must check out. Okay, now this here from the house of By Kilian. Now, this is definitely the sweetest of tobaccos on this list. If you don't have a sweet tooth, then stay away. However, if this is applied properly, it is a phenomenal fragrance that is just a masterpiece. Black to Black is just an amazing honey tobacco kind of scent with cherry, actually wild cherries, almonds, honey, gingerbread cookies, and raspberry. Does it sound like dessert? And it is. It's a delectable scent that your significant other is going to want to kiss you all over. Back to Black, a great dessert-like tobacco scent. This next one here is just a masterpiece from Christopher Sheldrake. This is Shergi, a 2005 composition. It's been reformulated a couple of times, I believe 3 or 4 times. This is the second formulation. What an amazing tobacco and hay kind of scent. It's a little bit dry, but it's definitely delicious. An amazing fragrance that's more on the linear type of fragrances. It's not going to transition much, but it's phenomenal from the moment you spray this bottle. It's what you get from the top is what you're going to get throughout the life of the fragrance, which is 8 to 10 hours. I love this fragrance. Look at the color of this juice. It's just seduction in the bottle. Shergi, an amazing tobacco scent that you really have to check out if you're a true tobacco diehard fan. This next one, if you're lucky enough, you can actually find this for a pretty good price. For a while, it was really hyped up in the FragCom. This is 1821 Sweet Tobacco, or men-made sweet tobacco. It's a phenomenal dried fruit, red wine, a little bit boozy tobacco scent that is just to die for. It's deliciousness in a bottle. You feel like you have to pour this in a glass and just drink it. It's so good. So, check it out if you can. Do your little search. Don't overpay. I think the most you should pay for this bottle is about 70 bucks. If you search correctly, you'll be able to snatch this for a bargain. Men-made sweet tobacco 1821, a great, delicious tobacco scent. This next one is a tobacco scent that I've hardly ever heard anything about in the FragCom. Very few people talk about this one. This one here is called, it's an Italian scent. It's from a company called Santa Maria Novella. This is Tobacco Toscano. This is a dry, creamy tobacco enveloped by vanilla and malt. An amazing fragrance. More than half of the bottle is gone. This is definitely one to check out. It's a different take on tobacco. It's quite unique and very outstanding tobacco scent at that. If you really love a true tobacco scent that's, like I said, creamy, a little bit dry, check this one out. You'll love this tobacco scent. Now, if you've been wearing fragrances for the past 30 plus years, you heard of this fragrance. This fragrance here for a while, you know, back in the 80s and early 90s was a staple. Most guys had this one in their dressers. I could not do a tobacco list without this fragrance. This is a 1978 release from the house of Ralph Lauren, and by now you know I'm talking about Polo or Polo Green or simply Polo. This here is a groundbreaking fragrance, a trendsetter that utilized the note of tobacco leaf very strongly in the base, and I think this fragrance was ahead of its time, perhaps. Most people thought it was too strong, but then it gained popularity, and it was, you know, a lot of people's signature scent. Like I said, in the late 80s and early 90s, I smelled this on a lot of people. I love this fragrance. My son even loves this fragrance, which proves this fragrance to be a total classic and timeless fragrance. Like I said, I could not have done a top tobacco fragrance list without Polo Green. If you guys have not tried, if you're youngling out there and you haven't tried this fragrance, give this one a shot. It is bold and brash, but it's an amazing tobacco scent. This next one is definitely the most playful and youthful tobacco scent on this list. This is Spice Bomb from the house of Viktor and Rolf. This one could be a go-to, going out, night, evening scent. If you're a youngster out there in college or high school and you want to rock something really charismatic, this is definitely the one. It's going to be playful. You're going to have a beautiful note of tobacco up top with cinnamon, raisins, saffron, a little bit of leather, and a hint of vetiver. But again, it's very playful. It's very youthful, and the sweetness here is just delicious. I know your significant other is going to love the way you smell. Take my word for it. Spice Bomb, a great tobacco scent that's very playful. This next scent here, leave the best one for last. This is my favorite tobacco scent of all time. And it is definitely one of my favorite scents of all time, period. This here, Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, the one with the sticker or the tag. This is a 1994 release that was, you know, the original or the first composition, if you will, all the way up until 2000. And then it was re-released as a German release, and then they changed the bottle again and released it as a UK release, and then I think it was reformulated again back in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been reformulated 4 times, and please do not get the current formulation if you're trying to emulate this kind of feel here. This is a beautiful honey tobacco laced with a vetiver that is just to die for. It's just unique, exotic. It's, like I said, another trendsetter that was released in 1994. It was a groundbreaking fragrance then, and it's still a groundbreaking fragrance today if you get the right composition. If you get the 1994 up until 2000, you're going to turn heads for sure. And it's not for nothing, it's one of my favorite scents of all time. It was my signature scent from the mid-90s all the way into the early 2000s. I rocked this fragrance for I think about 7 years straight as my signature scent. So then there were 10. There you have it. Those are definitely my favorite tobacco scents up to this time. You guys voted, and I was happy to share them with you. Now, what I'd like for you to do is drop in the comment section below, what are your favorite 5 or 10 tobacco scents that you guys love to wear? And if I miss anything that I should try, please comment down below. I'd like to ask you to please vote down below in the 3 choices for my next top note to cover, top 10 fragrances in that particular note. And the 3 notes to vote are the following: leather, lavender, and rose. Let me know between these 3 notes which top video you guys would like to see. My top favorite rose scents, leather scents, or lavender scents. And if I do the lavender scents, I'm also going to be covering the barbershop feel scents. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe for a lot more. Keep on spraying, and I'll see you in the next one.